NA. It's the first regular review for both parents. May I have the names of our participants, please?
Good morning, Your Honor. Nicole Underwood, legal guardian ad litem for the minor child.
Ms. Stasia Thomas, counsel for the department. Ms. Moore.
Macy Moore, foster care worker with Catholic Charities.
Michael Brooks, I represent the father, Matthew Wright.
Have you heard from your client?
No.
Michael McFarland, representing mother, Christina Lemley. Christina, please introduce yourself.
I'm Christina Lemley, mother to Kenzie.
Thank you.
Let's go ahead and start with your update, Ms. Underwood.
I have been in contact with the placement regularly just to check in on the child and make sure that things are going well there, which they are. The child is in a relative placement, which seems to be going very well. She's got no shortage of people who love her and help take care of her. When I met with her late last week, she's attempting to crawl. She's rolling all over the place. She did just have a well visit. She's growing like she should be, and all of her needs are being met, both at her placement and as well as just with how she's doing with her growth and her growing, because she was a little bit underweight when they took placement of her. But again, I do believe it continues to be in her best interest to remain at her placement as her needs are being met there. And I believe the family is working well with mom and with the foster care caseworker in this file. So she is where she needs to be right now.
Ms. Thomas.
Thank you, Your Honor. If I'll ask Mr. McFarland if his client wanted to testify today.
Well, if you didn't call her, I was going to call her.
Okay, I can call her. I'll just ask Ms. Lemley to be sworn in. Thank you.
Sure.
The name is Ms. Christina Lemley.
Please raise your right hand. You swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Thank you. Good morning, Ms. Lemley. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you. Did you have the opportunity to review the court report that Ms. Moore provided for you today?
The court report provided today, or the one that would have been from the very beginning?
So she would have provided you a court report for today's hearing. I'm sorry if I misstated that.
I do have a couple different packets of paper here. I guess I'm not exactly sure as to which one you are referring to.
So the court report would have been an update on how you have been doing in services.
I know I spoke with her on the phone last Monday.
Okay.
I guess, can I ask Macy, would that be something you would have emailed to one of my counselors here?
I don't believe I actually provided
Okay, guys, one at a time, please. Ms. Lemley is the one who's testifying currently. Then we've got to follow the court rules in order to make sure that we've got a good record.
I apologize.
It's all right.
Ms. Lemley, did you not receive a court report that would have started with like a cover sheet and then indicating different documents, a court report, and then like certificates of completion for you, and then a case service plan? You didn't receive that?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Can I take a moment to confer with my client to see how she wishes to proceed today?
What do you mean by that?
You have to be served the court report prior to the hearing, and I want to know if she wishes to proceed without that, or if she wishes to adjourn, or whether we wish to proceed today, and ask that we can mention anything in that report at the next hearing. At least like to ask her how she wishes to proceed. So.
Well, Ms. Thomas, it seems like maybe we should start with Ms. Macy Moore to find out if she was served.
Yes, and I will indicate that the proof of service does not have any indication that either parent was served. I wasn't sure if that was, we were just getting separate proofs of service or not. So I can ask Ms. Moore more information on that point.
Stephanie, if you could swear her in, thank you.
You swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
All right, proceed at will.
Thank you. Okay, Ms. Moore, you did submit to the court a court report for today's hearing and a proof of service. The proof of service that I have, and I'm not sure if there's an additional one, does not indicate that either parent was served this court report. Did you provide the parents a copy of your court report?
I did send Matthew Wright a copy of it to his last known email that was in my SAC list, but I did not send one to Miss Lemley. I did not have her current worker's email address. She just got a worker change. So I did not do that.
In the past, how have you been communicating with her and giving her documents?
I have been talking with her previous worker, but there has been now a switch of workers. She used to be under a Joanne, and now she's under Ashley, I believe, and I have yet to get Ashley's email.
Okay. And as it relates to Mr. Wright, you provided it via email. Your court report indicates that he'd messaged you on Facebook. Did you provide it via Facebook as well?
No, I did not.
Has he ever replied to any of the emails that you've sent him?
No, he has not.
Okay. With that, Your Honor, I don't know if the other attorneys would like to question her, or if it's appropriate to move for maybe a week adjournment to allow proper service for the parents.
I guess I'd just like to break up with my client to see what she would like to do, Your Honor.
I can arrange that. Before we let you go, have you heard from Mr. Wright?
The last time I heard from him was October 14th, and he had sent me a message on Facebook. I can go into that message if you'd like.
Well, I'm just wondering if you knew whether or not he was planning on attending today or heard anything from him about that.
I did not hear anything. I do know he was present at the last court hearing, so he would have received the date then.
But he didn't reach out to you to let you know that he couldn't make it or he was unavailable?
No.
Okay. I have in my notes that there was a Native American heritage search underway for this family. And I was waiting for a copy of the inquiry that was sent as well as any responses. Has there been, or maybe during the break you could check on that?
I can definitely check on that. I'm gonna have to ask my supervisor to check the system. I believe CPS was starting that process, so I'll just have to check documents.
Yes, but we'll need those for the file.
Yes.
Okay. I think that's all I wanted to bring to your attention for the moment, and we'll take a recess and let Mr. McFarland talk through.
You want me to pop out in the hall? I already have the ID on my laptop. Sure.
That's great. And then Ms. Moore, you could also maybe look at doing a proof of service to the email address that you sent the report to Mr. Wright at.
Yes.
Maybe even a copy of the email if that's convenient for you. All right, and then we'll take a brief recess and go from there.